But if you don't have this page, you're going to have this page in front of you. If you have this page, then you need to go on files and select new notebook over here. Right? Select this new notebook over here, and then is how you'll be able to open this new notebook as well. Is it done? I hope this is done, guys. Now I want you to write your, just give it a name. Give this Python notebook a name. First Python, let's say I'm writing first Python code. I've given it a name. You can give any sort of name that you would want to. Alright. Let's start coding, guys. Come on, let's start coding and let's start learning Python now. Okay. Alright. Now, guys, very first question is for you that what is this hashtag used for? On LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. What is the use of hashtag? Come on. Tell me, what is the use of hashtag here? So commenting. Okay, everyone says commenting, tagging. Alright. Certainly in Python, hashtag has a very minimalist use. Not heavy use of hashtag is, used in Python. So what we're going to use is, we're going to use hashtag for underlining or hashtag for giving it a title of something that we're going to do. So what we're going to do is hashtag exercise number 1. Hashtag exercise number 1 is what we're going to write. Alright. So what we're going to do, guys, is this is the game plan. The game plan is that we are going to do 6 exercises in Python today. And every exercise, all the exercises we're going to start from very scratch. Very scratch. Some of you who would be programmers might get frustrated, in the very beginning, because I'm going to have a very beginning and a very, basic and baby step approach, where even a layman person is able to understand Python. That's the approach that I'm going to have. I'm going to start from very scratch, and then we're going to certainly move gradually forward as well. Alright? That's how we're going to start things. But I want a volunteer here with me. A volunteer. But the volunteer that I want would be person coming from a programming background. Can someone volunteer? Who would want to volunteer over here with me? Anyone who's particularly coming from programming background. Who can be that person? Alright, so let me figure out who that person can be. My gosh, there are a lot of people. Okay, let me take Shashwat. Shashwat, let me know, are you a working professional or a college student? Let me know that. I only want a working professional. No college student. No college student. So, can we have someone else? Alright, let's have let's have maybe Riaz is the person we can have. Riaz, let me know, are you a working professional? Yes, Riaz. Or Shushmita is also there. Great, guys. We have Riaz as a volunteer. Let's not waste time. Riaz, this is what you're going to do. Make sure, first of all, you're not logging off from the session. That's number 1 thing. Second thing is, let's say whatever codes I'm writing over here, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you're copy pasting the code in the comment section, so that someone gets stuck in the code, they're able to execute the same code whatever you pasted in the comment section. Right? That's what you're going to do. That's only the thing that you're going to do. Have you understood, Riaz? Let me know that by writing yes in the comment section quickly. Yes? Okay. Great, guys. Exercise number 1, we are going to print our name first. We're going to print our name line. So what we're going to write is print. Very easy. Print. Open your parentheses. Now these curved brackets are called in Python. They are called parentheses. Print. Open your curved brackets, which are called parentheses, and open your inverted comma. These are called strings. So parentheses and strings is what it is called. So let's say my name is, you can write your name, I'm going to write mine. My name is Abhishek. Okay. You guys can write your name. Now let's see if this gets printed or not. Right. You can write your name, I'm going to write my name. Let's see if this gets printed. Okay, great. This got printed. Right? Certainly, this got printed as well. Right? Okay. So, this was exercise number, a very basic one where I wanted to just show you, how you guys can print your names as well. Now we're going to move forward with something more exciting. Of course, not something like this, but more exciting. So exercise number 2 is going to be on what we discussed was on maths. Right? We discussed maths, that maths can also be done in Python itself. Right? So let's do that. Exercise number 2 is going to be maths. So in maths, what do we have? We have multiplication, division, subtraction, addition. My question is, do you guys think that you're going to write how many codes of how many lines of code do you think you need to write in order to do a simple addition? Let me know. What do you think, guys? How many number of lines of code do you need to write to do addition, multiplication, division, or whatever it is? How many number of lines of code? So someone says 2 line, 4 line, 5 line. Okay, great guys. Let me surprise you then. See, this is how addition is done in Python. 2 plus 2, shift enter. 2 minus 2, shift enter. 2 into 2, shift enter. And 2 divided by 2, shift enter. This is how maths is done in Python. Isn't that amazing, guys? That you were telling me that you had to write 2, 3, 4, 5 number of lines of code. And it's that simple and that's easy of how you are going to do, certain things in Python as well. So this is exercise number 2. Now comes exercise number 3. What we are going to understand is we are going to see whether in maths there are a lot of things. Let's say square roots and cube roots also. How can we find square roots, cube roots, right? Let's do that. But before we do that, I want you guys to solve this question for me and give me answers without using your calculator. Can I have that promise, guys? I'm going to give you an equation. You don't have to use your calculator. Can I have that promise from you guys? Can I do that? Alright? Please make sure you do not use your calculator, else the fun is going to get spoiled. Okay? So this is going to be rapid fire. The first 3 people who give the response or the answer right are the people whom I will know that these are the people who can do fairly well in mathematics also. Right? Very basic thing. I'm not going to complicate it. It's going to be very basic. But let me see what is the speed that you guys have. Okay? So the question is, let me know, guys, what is the square of 2? What is the square of 2? Okay. Chirag, Akash, Nimish. These are 3 people that I have who've given the right answer. The first 3. Second question. Square of 4. Okay. We have Akash, Nimish. Great. Nimish and Akash, both again. These are 2 people who got the right answer. Again. Then we have Shri Lakshmi as well, who's got the right answer. Right? Chirag is not here. But alright. Square of 16. Okay. Who is this? Gaurav, Shrilisha, and Rajat. Now again, these are 3 different people. Square of 256. See, this had to happen. This had to happen where we had to take a pause, where we had to figure out what to do, how to do, and should we use a calculator or not. Yes, but what if I told you guys, this is the same thing that you can do in Python in just less than a second. Let me show you that. So square of 2 means 2 raised to the power 2. Shift enter. Less than a second you get an answer. 4 raised to the power 2. Shift enter. See? 16 raised to the power 2. Shift enter. Less than a second you get an answer. 256 raised to the power 2. Shift enter. Okay? 65536 raised to the power 2. Shift enter. Now this is the power of Python, and this is how you can do things in Python as well. Like this. Alright. Now if you were to find cubes also, you can find cubes also in a similar way. Alright. You don't have to worry about what to do, what number of lines of code you need to write, how to do things. Similar way. Let's say 4 raised to the power. Now instead of writing 2, you're going to write 3. 4 raised to the power 3. That's how you're going to find cubes also. 64. 64 raised to the power 3. Shift enter. Do you see, guys, the power of Python? Do you see how easy it is to use Python? Ask Python to do all of this. My very question is to you guys. I'm going to give you this equation. Make sure, guys, you do not use your calculator and let me see who gives the right answer. I can bet on this that 80% of you will end up giving a wrong answer. That's something I can bet on this. But let me see who are the first three people who give the right answer. This is the equation, guys, on your screen. 2 plus 3 into 4 divided by 5. Let me see who is the first three people who gives the right answer. Let me see without using your calculator. Till now, answers are wrong. Till now, answers are wrong. Answers are wrong. See, I told you, answers are still wrong. Absolutely. Now the answers are coming right. Nitesh is one person. Jayesh is second person. And who's this? Kavarpal Singh is the third person who's given the right answer. The first 10-20 answers were completely wrong. Great. The answer to this equation is 4.4. That's the answer to this equation. Someone said it's only 4. 4 is not the answer. Right? My question to you is, if we had to do the same thing in Python, how many number of lines of code, guys, we need to write? If we had to do the same thing in Python, can anyone guess and tell me quickly? How many number of lines of code we need to write in Python? Someone says, now everyone says 1, 1, 1. Great, guys. That's the thing. We don't need to even write any line of code also. It's just the equation that we have to write. So 2 plus 3 into 4 divided by 5. Shift enter. Here you go, guys. Right? This is what Python is, guys, and this is how easy Python can be. Right? These are like simple basic maths that we are doing in Python, and Python is catching it like this. Right? This is what is Python. Alright? So BODMAS also was being able to done in Python, and we were certainly able to do like all of this step by step also. Right? Guys, let me know, are you enjoying all of this till here or not? Let me know, how is this going? Is this something that you're enjoying or not? Right? Are you able to certainly understand all of this or not? That how easy is Python, and are you guys enjoying this? That you did not code any time before this. You were coming from a non-programming background completely. Now when it is about data science, you're doing all of this in front of your screen. You yourself are participating on this, and you yourself are doing all of this and understanding the concept also, which is a very big thing for you, right? So if you're really enjoying this, I'm really happy for you then, right? Great, guys. So now what we are going to do is exercise number. This is exercise number 5. What is exercise number 5? Exercise number 5 is we are going to build a calculator. How many of you are really excited to build a calculator with me? Come on, guys. How many of you are really excited to build a calculator with me in the session? And this calculator you're going to build in Python itself, guys. Alright? A calculator where if you were to build such kind of calculator for someone, let's say you want to build a calculator for me, I just need to write numbers over there. I don't need to, like write number of lines of code, right? But we are first of all going to understand the concept of this calculator. Okay? Right? Alright. Exercise number 5 goes to calculator that we are going to build in Python. So guys, I hope Riaz, I want you to be ready with me, right? Riaz, get ready. This is like a long code that we are going to write, but it's very easy code. I want you to specially copy paste this code in the comment section. Can you do that for me? Riaz? Yes? Are you ready? Great. Alright. So guys, this is how the code starts. A is equal to, sorry, not in caps. A is equal to int integer. Int is for integer. Then we are going to open a parenthesis and type input. After we open input, then again we are going to open a parenthesis and then open a strings and then type enter your first number. Okay, this is what you need to write. Enter your first number. Right, guys? Let me know if you've written this. Enter your first number. Right? Enter your first number is the line that you need to write. Now when you've written this line, I want you guys to copy this entire line from int, copy this entire line and come back in the next line. Come back in the next line and type b is equal to space paste, c is equal to space paste, d is equal to space paste. That's what you need to write. Now when you've written this, what do you need to do? You need to change the values for those lines. Second line becomes second, third line becomes third, fourth line becomes fourth. Right? Fourth line becomes fourth. Alright? Yes, we have Riaz the helper also who's helping us. Right? Anyone who's not been able to write this, you can copy paste the same thing there. Right? So this is what we need to write. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give it a command of what we want for this calculator. What should this calculator do? I want to build a calculator which can solve, if I feed numbers, it gives me the answer based on the BODMAS value. So I'm going to build such a calculator where my calculator understands whether I need to do multiplication first, whether I need to do division first, or subtraction or addition first. That's the kind of calculator I need to build. So I'm going to give it a command. The command is E is equal to, this is the BODMAS rule. I want my calculator to do A plus B into C divided by D. This is the rule that I want my calculator to work on. And then I'm going to directly print E. Open your parenthesis and type E. Right? And click on Shift Enter. Guys, welcome to the calculator for Python. Right? This is how your calculator is going to look like. Now, I as a user, let's say if you had built this calculator for me, I as a user, I'm just going to write my number over there. Let's say 2, then I'm going to click on enter, then I'm going to write 3, then enter, then 4, then enter, then 5, then enter. See, I get the answer based on the BODMAS rule that I applied on my calculator, 4.4. Guys, let me know if you guys have also got the same answer, and let me know if you've been able to build this sort of calculator also. Let me know that, guys. Yes? How many of you are really glad that you build a calculator, really happy that you build a calculator? Guys, how many of you are pretty excited that, when you entered this this session, around 10 a.m., you didn't even know anything in Python. Or let's say when you attended yesterday's session, you didn't even know what is Python. Today you're building calculators in Python, guys. Right? It's one amazing feeling for you guys, which I am really happy of that you guys are doing. Right? Great, guys. So now we've done exercise number 5 also, where we build a calculator. Now what remains is the last exercise, which is exercise number 6. What are we going to do in this? We're going to build a predictive model. We're going to build a predictive model that predicts whether the number is odd or it's even. Whether the number is odd or it's even. Means what we are going to do is such a model where what we need to write is only the number, and our model predicts whether it is odd or whether it is even. How many of you are excited first of all to build such kind of a model? Let me know that. How many of you are really excited to build such kind of a model where your model is going to predict for you whether your number is odd or even. No matter how big the value is, no matter whatever number you want to write, it's going to predict whether it is odd or even. Right? Shall we start that? Shall we build that model? Okay. Great. Riaz, get ready to write, to copy paste this code as well. It's going to be a small code, but we need to understand the concept behind this code. Alright. So let's start this, guys. Okay. X is equal to int, everything in small, not in caps. X is equal to int, right? Now when you've written int, open your parenthesis and type input. Then again open your parenthesis, and after opening your parenthesis, open your strings and type enter your digit. Enter your digit, right? Or you guys can write enter your number also, hardly matters, right? Enter your digit is what I've written. Then I'm coming on the next line and I'm writing if my value, which is x, if x is proportionate to 2 or x is divisible by 2, which is directly proportionate to 0, then the rule should be even. Rule should be print open your parenthesis, guys, and then type, open your parenthesis, open your string, and then type your number is, it should give me your number is even. Okay, if this is the scenario, then it should give me your number is even. But if not, if this is not the scenario, then it should give me else, it should give me, open your parenthesis again and open your strings, it should give me your number is odd. And why don't you guys change this digit from digit, just change this to number itself, so that there is no ruckus in the model. Let's see, guys. Alright, Riaz has posted out the code as well. Riaz has posted out the code. You guys can find that code in the comment section, and let me know if you were able to build such a model also. Now what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm just going to write any sort of number. Let's say I write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Enter. Your number is even is what it says. Let's say I write any sort of, again any sort of number. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 7. Enter. Your number is odd. How many of you find this really fascinating, guys? Let me know that in the comment section. And how many of you were able to complete this code as well? Let me know this, right? Guys, does this sound exciting or not? That you are now at a stage where you were able to build a model also, which could even predict the value, which could even predict whether it is odd or it's even. Come on, you were able to build such kind of model as well. Now tomorrow, if you were to present this to your friends, to your peers also, you'll be able to present them the same thing, right? This is kind of skills that you've got in just this 2-hour session, right? This is the kind of skill that you've got in just 2-hour session, right? Guys, does this sound exciting or not? Let me know that. Right? It sounds exciting? Absolutely. Yes. Now this was our last exercise, guys. Let me know if you were able to enjoy Python. Let me know that finally in the comment section, with that excitement that we started this Python exercise on. I want to have the same excitement now, and I want to understand from you guys, how many of you are now confident that yes, you will be able to do data science also with Python. You will be able to do AI also with Python. How many of you are pretty excited now? Let me know that in the comment section. Yes, a lot of you are excited. Great. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Now, since we've understood the Python exercise also, right? This brings us to an end of Python exercise that we did for this half an hour. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come back again to our PPT, and we're going to understand certain things that we missed out, or we're going to cover things on, right? So I'm sure a lot of you might be really confident as well, right? But now let's directly talk about the 2x growth, right? Let's directly talk about the 2x growth, and this is one thing that I wanted to share out with you guys also. Now I want to understand, guys, how many of you, like frankly tell me, how many of you end up getting confused that should I master data science or should I master artificial intelligence? Or maybe you don't know the skills also of what you need to master in data science and what you need to master in artificial intelligence. Let me know that. How many of you end up getting confused totally, right? And moreover, how many of you are really hungry to get this 2x growth? Let me know that as well. If you're really hungry, guys, just give me a quick heads up in the comment section if you're really hungry to get this 2x growth, because this is where the future also lies, because this is where you are also going to grow with that exponential growth as well, right? Okay, great. I've got a lot of responses. Let me show you how you can get this 2x growth. So the 2x growth will be possible and is possible only if you are able to master both data science and artificial intelligence. Let me explain you all of this with an example so that you understand better. I'll share my whiteboard with you and I'll give you an example in a better way so that you understand things in a more conceptualized way. All right. So, are you guys able to see my whiteboard as well? Yes. Everyone able to see my whiteboard? Yes, guys. Okay. Great. All right. Now, let's say for an example, we're going to pick a case study, and the case study is going to be on Amazon. All right. The case study is on Amazon today, and I'll help you understand how this 2x growth is possible and is this 2x growth is working in the industry today, right? Let's say, guys, Amazon decides to hire who? Amazon decides to hire a data scientist today, and Amazon decides to give him 15 lakhs per annum. Amazon also is hiring an AI specialist and also decides to give almost 20 lakhs per annum. But if you look at Amazon's total expenditure over here is almost 35 lakhs per annum. 35 lakhs per annum is what Amazon spends on 2 people. And what are these 2 people? Data scientist is the person, I'll just give you a brief also on who these people are. Data scientist is a person who is solving business problems, but he is only working on only numbers, solving business problems while working on numbers mostly, right? So he's solving business problem through that, working on numbers. And the kind of skills, let me share you certain skills also of a data scientist. All right. So the skills that a data scientist has is maths, programming, right? Maths, programming, data analytics. All right. We can write data analytics as well. He has that sort of a skill set also, data analytics. Data analytics is also called as, just give me a second. Yes. Data analytics is also called as EDA. Anyone who knows what EDA is, guys? Anyone who knows what is EDA? Right? EDA is exploratory data analysis. That's the kind of skill set that a data scientist has. And then apart from this, he has a skill set of machine learning, and then in the end he is a very good storyteller, a very good presenter, so he has a skill of visualization as well. All right, he has a skill of visualization as well. Now these are the skill set that a data scientist has, right? And this is what he's going to be paid for also, 15 lakhs per annum. But now let's talk about what is the skill set that a AI specialist has. Let me just rub this out so that I have more. Oh shit. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm back. Right. Okay. No issues. I'm just going to write below this only, right, about artificial intelligence. Right. Okay. So a person who's into AI, what is the kind of skill? What is first of all he doing? A person who's into artificial intelligence, what is he doing? He is building intelligent products. Right? Again, he's solving business problems, but he's just not working on data, or he's just not working on numbers, or he's just not working on text. He's solving business problem by building intelligent products. Like intelligent products are like Siri, Alexa, all these kind of intelligent products. Let's say you can build a model also. Let's say if tomorrow you become a successful data scientist, I can give you hundreds of examples of what you can do. You can give a model to the government also of your area, detection system where a model that can detect how many of the people are wearing helmets in the road, how many of the people have the right number plate, how many of them are wearing seat belts, and all of that would be possible through artificial intelligence, right? So they are again solving business problems, but they are over here solving like the major problems by building products. It's like the one-time problem that they are solving. But what is the kind of skills that an AI person has? Mostly the skill is, again, we are going to repeat a couple of things. It's going to be maths, it's going to be programming, right? It's going to be math, it's going to be programming, it's going to be the same thing which is machine learning, right? Machine learning is there, and visualization is also there, right? Visualization is also there. Plus, there is one more thing which wasn't there in data science, which is called deep learning, right? These are the skill set that an artificial intelligence specialist has, right? An add-on skill set of deep learning. Deep learning can be divided into two categories. One is neural network. One is neural network. The other is computer vision. Right? These are the skill set that are AI specialists. But let's get back to the topic, guys. The topic was, what we were trying to say, that the total expenditure that was done on these two people by Amazon was 35 lakhs per annum. But here is how the game changed. This is how the game changed. Now, game changed where Amazon, let's say, got, because Riaz helped us a lot, so we're going to write Riaz. Let's say Amazon gets Riaz as a data intelligence specialist. Right? As the job can be created for these two people, where this person has both the skill set, data science plus artificial intelligence, both the skill set embedded in his portfolio. Data science plus artificial intelligence, he has the right to demand something above of data scientist and something above of AI specialist also. He has all the right to demand all of that. So he can get expected salary for Riaz can be somewhere around 20 to 25 lakhs per annum. 20 to 25 lakhs per annum is what as well. Type of focus that Amazon saved almost 10 lakhs per annum. Amazon saves 10 lakhs per annum. That's why Amazon can afford to have a person who has both the skill set of data science plus artificial intelligence as well. Right? Guys, this is what is called the 2x growth formula. This is what I was explaining you. The people who eventually got into data sciences, right, can also get into artificial intelligence also, but with an add-on skill set. What is the skill set that I was talking about? The skill set is deep learning. This is the skill set. And add-on skill set to your portfolio, you immediately can get into artificial intelligence also. Right? Has everyone understood what is this 2x growth, guys? Let me know this part. Is everyone able to make sense from this and everyone is trying to relate to all of this or not? Let me know how Riaz was able to get this 2x growth. Right? Yes, all clear what you need to do, what your next move has to be, right? And have you certainly noted this down also? These are skills. Have you noted this down as well? These are skills for a data scientist and this is a skill for a artificial intelligence as well. Right? Alright guys, so now when we've understood the 2x growth also, right? Let's directly move to the topic. Let's directly move to the session as well. Now help me understand, guys. I want to ask you guys. My question is, what do you see? How do you see, and where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years? Do you see yourself just becoming a data scientist, or just becoming an AI specialist, or you see yourself as a data intelligence specialist? Where do you see yourself, and how many of you would want this 2x growth? Let me know this. How many of you would want this 2x growth in the coming time? This 2x growth is not only applied in the CTC, it's not only applied there, it's also you have the power to control both the teams. One is the data science team also, and the other is the AI team as well. You have the power to your profile as well. This is what is called the 2x growth that you can apply as well. All right. Great, guys. I mean, this is one slide that you can quickly go through as well. You can understand how to master data science. I mean, these are skills that I already told you about: data analysis, maths, EDA, supervised and supervised learning, machine learning, and then we have artificial intelligence, where you have deep learning, neural network, computer vision. Okay. Right, guys. So now let's understand in a nutshell of what we covered and what we understood in the session. What we understood and covered was data science. We understood R, Python, SAS as well. We did the battle as well. We wrote our first Python codes as well. And we knew this industry growth of 2x as well. But now what is left is finally, what is left? How you can avail these 10 scholarships that are only available for working professionals. Let me know, guys, how many of you are really eager to reserve your seats for this scholarship and avail these scholarships today in the session itself? Let me know that. How many of you would want to know these scholarships, and how many of you would want to take these scholarships home today in the session itself? Let me know that in the comment section itself. Right? Okay. Me. I would want to take. I would want to eager to avail. I would want to reserve. I would want to. Immediately the chat windows flooded like crazy, but